What is artificial intelligence? Is it a spark of consciousness, a digital mind awakening within our machines? Or is it simply the next step in our long journey of invention, a tool, crafted by human hands, that now shapes the world around us in ways we never imagined? Some call it a ghost in the machine, a mysterious presence lurking behind the screen, making decisions and learning on its own. Others see it as a powerful new tool, one that extends our abilities, automates our tasks, and helps us solve problems that once seemed impossible. Today, AI can create breathtaking art, compose original music, and tackle scientific challenges that have puzzled experts for decades. It can write stories, diagnose diseases, and even drive cars. Each day it grows more capable, more surprising, and more deeply woven into the fabric of our lives. Sometimes it feels almost alive, responding to us, adapting, and even anticipating our needs. It's easy to wonder if there's something more than just lines of code at work. The boundary between tool and creator is blurring. We find ourselves asking, have we built a servant, a partner, or something entirely new? What does it mean when a machine can surprise us, or when its creations move us emotionally? AI is not a single invention, but a vast universe of ideas, algorithms, and possibilities. It's a field that stretches from simple calculators to complex neural networks that mimic the human brain. But before we dive deeper, we must set aside the myths and the science fiction. The stories of sentient robots and digital overlords are captivating, but they often distract us from the real story unfolding right now. The truth of AI isn't found in tales of machines rising up or taking over. It's not about fear or fantasy, but about understanding what these systems really are, and what they are not. At its core, AI is a story of mathematics, data, and the remarkable ability to learn from patterns. It's about algorithms that sift through mountains of information, finding connections and making predictions. It's not a new soul, but a new kind of mind, one built from logic, electricity, and the collective knowledge of humanity. It's a mind that never sleeps, always processing, always learning. So let's pull back the curtain. Let's look beyond the illusion and see the reality of what we've created. The magic of AI is not in its mystery, but in its design. What we find is a system built on math and logic, learning from the world we show it, reflecting our choices, our data, and our dreams. In the end, AI is not a ghost in the machine. It is a reflection of us, our creativity, our curiosity, and our drive to understand and shape the world, amplified and accelerated by the power of technology. At its core, artificial intelligence isn't about thinking in the way humans do. It's about recognizing patterns, and doing so with astonishing speed and scale. While we might imagine AI as a digital brain, it's more like a master puzzle solver, tirelessly searching for similarities, differences, and recurring shapes in the vast sea of information it's given. Imagine you're sorting through thousands of old family photos. Your brain quickly spots patterns. Pointy ears mean cat, floppy ears mean dog, a certain smile means your cousin. You don't need to analyze every detail, you just know. This is pattern recognition, and it's something we do naturally, almost without thinking. We learn by seeing examples over time, by noticing what's similar and what's different. AI learns in much the same way, but on a scale that's almost unimaginable. Instead of a few hundred photos, it can process millions, even billions of examples in a matter of hours. Each time AI is exposed to new data, it adjusts its internal map of patterns, strengthening connections that lead to correct answers and weakening those that don't. This process is called training, and it's how AI gets better and better at recognizing what it's supposed to find. AI sifts through millions of data points, searching for hidden connections and relationships that would be impossible for a human to spot. It can find subtle links between pieces of information, drawing lines between dots that seem unrelated at first glance. When AI identifies a cat in a photo, it's not because it understands what a cat is. Instead, it's analyzing recurring mathematical features. Shapes, colors, textures, and patterns that statistically are most likely to represent a cat. Every image, every word, every sound, no matter how complex, gets broken down into numbers. To AI, the world is a vast matrix of data points, each waiting to be connected to another. The AI's job is to find the mathematical equations that link these numbers together, to discover the formulas that best describe the patterns hidden within the data. When AI gets the answer right, it's not because it truly understands the question. It's a triumph of probability, a victory for the algorithms that have learned which patterns are most likely to lead to the correct result. When you ask AI a question, whether you're typing, speaking, or even showing it a picture, you're giving it a starting point. From there, it searches its vast memory of patterns to find the most likely answer. It calculates the most probable next sequence, whether that's a word, a sentence, or an image, and then translates it back into something we can understand. It might seem like magic, but underneath, it's all math and statistics. So, when you interact with AI, you're not having a conversation in the human sense. You're witnessing a complex calculation, a rapid-fire search for the best-fitting pattern. Yet the results can be so accurate, so creative, and sometimes so surprising that it feels like intelligence. AI can generate art, write stories, and even compose music, all by remixing patterns it has learned from countless examples. But at the heart of it all, it's still just pattern recognition. A secret language of numbers and relationships, quietly shaping the world around us. Inside your head, billions of neurons fire in a dazzling coordinated dance, creating your thoughts, memories, and every sensation you experience. Each neuron is a tiny living cell, reaching out to thousands of others, forming a web so intricate that it's still not fully understood by science. This living network is the source of your consciousness, your emotions, and your unique perspective on the world. This is the human brain, a masterpiece of evolution, shaped over millions of years. It's a living organ, constantly rewiring itself as you learn, adapt, and grow. Every experience you have leaves a trace, subtly changing the way your brain works. Now imagine a digital version, a network inspired by the brain, but built from lines of code and silicon chips. This is the artificial neural network, the foundation of modern AI. Instead of living cells, it's made of software nodes, simple calculators that pass numbers along, layer by layer. Each node is basic, but together, they can solve complex problems, from recognizing faces to translating languages. These nodes connect in vast, layered networks, sometimes billions strong, echoing the complexity of the brain but in a very different way. The connections are not physical but virtual, lines of code linking one node to another, forming a digital web. Your brain learns from personal experience. Every joy, every mistake, every lesson is woven into your neural fabric. When you learn to ride a bike or feel the sting of heartbreak, your brain changes, adapting to your life story. AI, on the other hand, learns from vast data sets. Millions of books, billions of images, endless streams of data collected from around the world. It doesn't feel or experience, but it processes information at a scale no human could match. AI's experience is unimaginably broad, not deep. It can scan the entire internet in moments, but it doesn't truly understand what it sees. Its knowledge is wide but lacks the depth of lived experience. While a doctor learns from years of caring for patients, building intuition and empathy with every encounter, AI learns from global medical records. Millions of cases, symptoms, and outcomes all at once. It can spot rare patterns and correlations invisible to any single human. It sees patterns no single human could, drawing connections across oceans of data, finding meaning in the noise. But AI isn't a better brain. It's a different kind of network altogether. It doesn't feel, imagine, or dream. It calculates, predicts, and sorts. The brain and the box are both networks, but they learn from different worlds. One is shaped by life, the other by data. One is personal and deep, filled with meaning and memory. The other is vast and impersonal, built for speed and scale. This difference shapes everything AI can and cannot do. It's why AI can process more information than any human, but can't truly understand what it means to be alive. The miracle is not in the machine itself but in the scale of its learning, a new kind of intelligence born from the sum of all our data, yet forever different from the mind that created it. To understand AI, start with its building blocks. The algorithm, a recipe, a set of instructions for a task. Machine learning, instead of a fixed recipe, we give the computer a goal and lots of data. It writes its own recipe. Neural networks, the brain, where learning happens, connections strengthening with each correct answer. These concepts, algorithms, machine learning, neural networks, combine to create modern AI. The algorithm sets the rules. Machine learning is the process of improvement. The neural network is the field where learning takes place. Together, they allow machines to learn from experience, not just follow instructions. Now, the cutting-edge generative AI. Traditional AI answers questions. Generative AI creates, writing poems, painting images, composing music. It doesn't just analyze, it invents. Trained on vast libraries of human creation, it learns style, structure, and the patterns of creativity. When you prompt it, it predicts the next word, note, or brushstroke, building something new from learned patterns. It's like a musician improvising. Each note follows logically, but the melody is new. The results can be breathtaking or flawed. The AI isn't dreaming, it's assembling new creations from statistical echoes of what it's seen. It's a digital dreamer, weaving with threads of our collective data. Generative AI is a powerful tool for creation, letting us collaborate with the distilled essence of human culture. We marvel at AI's creations, poetry, music, art. It's tempting to believe there's a consciousness behind them, but inside even the most advanced AI there is no self, no feeling, no soul. AI does not want, hope, or dream. It is a system of logic and mathematics, not emotion. When it says, "I am happy to help," it's mimicking, not feeling. Like a calculator solving equations, AI processes patterns without experience. It has no pride, no anger, no satisfaction. AI is a reflection of intelligence, not a source of it. This absence of a soul is not a flaw, it's a fact. Recognizing this keeps us from granting it rights or trust it cannot possess. AI is a powerful instrument, but it remains a tool. The face looking back is not its own. Because AI has no will, it is the perfect tool, pure obedience. It follows instructions exactly, never questioning, never tiring. This is its strength and its danger. An AI will maximize profit or engagement even if it causes harm because it has no concept of consequences. It has no moral compass, only objectives. The responsibility for AI's actions lies with us. We build the models, choose the data, define the goals. If the data is biased, the output is biased. If the objective is flawed, so is the behavior. The future of ethical AI depends on our responsibility, not the machine's morality. AI amplifies our creativity, or our errors. The challenge is to control ourselves, not just the AI. We are living through a profound transformation. AI is reshaping our world. Like fire or the printing press, it gives us a choice, fear it or master it. AI is not magic, it's a tool built by humans, for humans. Its power lies in the hands of those who understand it. Learning about AI is now fundamental for everyone. You don't need to be a programmer, just curious and willing to learn. See AI as a partner, not a threat. The goal is not to be replaced, but to be augmented by AI. Step forward with confidence, the power to shape the future is yours. Learn, experiment, build. AI is a reflection of our ingenuity and a lever to move the world. The story of AI is just beginning, and you are its author. The next chapter is unwritten, waiting for you.